Why are we recording already? I was looking at the puppy. I was told that the dance move. I was like, that palm motion, yeah, that's in the camera screen. Dude, that's dead center of the camera screen. Oh yeah, that's why. Anyways, then. But. Welcome to the realm of Millenia, be man, woman, child, or spirit, creature, or a demon. Be ye a native migrator, or maybe even some sort of invader into the realm. Welcome! For I am your host, the MILLENIANmailmen, here today, bringing you guys and gals week 45 Devil's Advocate hot take. The lewd nature of anime compared to worldwide animation standards is a matter of culture designed to counteract pornography in these predominantly Asian communities, right? The reason why anime is so lewd and it has its divisions of kawaii and hentai in high school sexualization is actually to counteract pornography. And I can take a nice devil's advocate hot take to explain this. But now that the YouTube short is over, full introductions. Welcome to the realm of Millenia, be ye man, woman, child, spirit, creature, or a demon. Be ye a native migrator, or maybe even some sort of kind of invader into the realm of Millenia. Welcome, for I am your host, the MILLENIANmailmen, here today, and I'll be bringing you guys and gals and other non-binary pals another weekly dosage of Devil's Advocate Hot Take Humpday. Yes. Hot Take Humpday, week 45 Devil's Advocate. Trying to use a cultural approach to help you better understand exactly why anime is so ridiculously lewd. Right? Because apparently someone has this question on the timeline. Why is anime such a lewd, disgustingly lewd endeavor? Right? Anime's been getting popular in the last couple of years, so I can only imagine why this is a question someone brought up. The reason anime is lewd is a matter of culture, right? Because while the Europeans were creating muskets and guns and everything, and developing visual technologies. Why is the computer coming on? Why is every train trying to see me right now? Stop it! Stop it! Shut off. Thank you. Anyway, so while the Europeans were developing their technologies ahead of the Asian communities and cultures, and we started this era of steampunk revolutions, they started coming up with these other things here, there, and all everywhere, right? They started these things, and the Asian cultures, especially with Genghis Khan and all those things that happened around, they didn't really like that aspect of, hey, you can't give in to these sexual demon urges here. So once we had the concept of the televisions and access to people not just in your local vicinities, but potentially access to communicate and get to know people from afar through screens and through magazines and through photos, and it was overstimulating when the Asian cultures realized, oh wow, research shows the more access we have to the rest of the world, the more access people have to indulge and partake in these otherworldly secular ideals that go against our Buddhist Amitabha beliefs of, oh gosh, these are things reserved for the emperors and kings. We can't allow commoners to kind of get into this capitalist ideologies, otherwise everyone's going to be a pervert that we can't. Hey, calm down, perverts, calm down, pervert, down, boy, down. Golly. Everyone's turning into a horn dog. Down, boy. When the Asian communities are like, oh gosh, they were trying to understand what are the things we could do to counteract these horn dog ways coming in from the Western societies. We don't want another Genghis Khan to uprise. No, we can't. We cannot have this. No, absolutely not. Okay, then what are we gonna do? We can indulge them little by little, right? It's a crime to partake in these things. Yes, yes, yes. But how about we indulge them a little? Let them get their sick fantasies out on a screen and watch them. Okay, okay, I'm understanding. How about we put things out for them to see and notice how sick people are? Okay? So when we make categories like hentai and yuri, I don't know, what are the terms for all of these things? We'll just name them random things and make it extra easy to notice with the trend analysis of all these topics, from these extremely weird to the extremely vulgars, to just analyze what's trending to see where exactly on the pervert scale all our people are. Okay, okay. And what about it? So once we see this, we can have a better understanding of what we need to be careful of. Like when tentacle porn comes out and we see and people are getting into that, we just need to start focusing more on the aquatic sector. What kind of debauchery people are doing there. When we see stepmother animes get into the high rise, we need to look at the incest rate of some things over here, right? When we see the influx trend of highly popular girl school CEO interactions, we'll be sure to look at the age of consent laws one more time. Oh, you're right. Our age of sexual consent is 13 years old. It's fine. Oh, lolicon. We're gonna make a new category card. Lolicon. That means elementary schoolers beneath the age of 13. We got them, boys. We got them. That's a lolicon lover. Straight to jail. Straight to jail. Okay? Oh, he didn't do anything? Put that man on a watch list. The moment he tries anything, straight to jail, straight to jail. Right? Because these other Asian countries are not the same as the US. It's not illegal to 1000% know exactly what people are watching on these Chinese and Japanese networks. The government can literally see better than some depictions of CIA spy networks. Because once you hop on the Chinese networks, I have all your data. Play with me, is the way they said it. They said, I dare you to look up something. I dare you. We will see everything. We'll know exactly how long you were paused on that one screenshot of this one particular hentai anime. We know exactly how long you were looking at that tentacle porn, sir. We know exactly how long you sick Oh, you were AFK. Alright. We'll believe you this time. You don't have access to your computer cameras yet. Why is the general nature of anime so much more lewd than in American and Western places? Why is it so lewd over there? Right? And the intention behind it was for better access to understand the people and to better understand how to rehabilitate the populace. Okay, these people are totally way into hentai. Okay, so We can target our studies to figure out why they're into hentai, so we can get them into regular people. Come out with a different. We've discovered a way to rehabilitate the hentai people. Figure out an even more ridiculous thing. Lollicods. Okay. Is it possible to rehabilitate? We can't rehabilitate that one. Just anyone who gets into lollipop a bit too much, put them on a watch list and be ready to get rid of them. People who are into robot play come up with a few ways to rehabilitate, but ultimately they might be too far gone. Let's just hope that they're good with technology and not just using it for. Don't remind me. Don't remind me. Okay, we're coming out with a new anime. We're gonna call it ReZero. We already talked about that one. I actually kind of like that one. No. Yeah, leave that one alone. We don't need the rehabilitation. I am a part of that community. ReZero, Shield Hero. That's my favorite. Why am I being arrested? Whoa. Yes, and now that we have here, we're going to make a new anime category called furry. Okay? We're going to make it a big trend in the cosplay community. You don't know what cosplay is. Well, it's when you dress up like your favorite characters. And furries is when you dress up like the animal characters. Yes. I just came up with all of this. And the way that we can fix that is treat them like the animal that they want to be treated as. Okay? That is the rehabilitation. Why am I being arrested? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Right? The whole reason as to why these general nature of anime in these Asian cultures is so much looter than the rest of the world is that it was a means of getting to understand and analyze the trend of their own populace for the means of rehabilitating and better understanding the ridiculously sexualized inner nature of their people. Right? There's the whole population crisis going on, and not just China, not just Japan, but in a lot of the Asian countries and nations and nationalities. It's all over the Asian, because there's less and less human interactions, right? And the moment Western society got a hold of anime, the original intent was so screwed up. There was probably not much of a. There was like no hope of getting it back on track. The original intention was rehabilitation and understanding. Then anime just turned into a hot market of capitalist profit, and it was like no. The intent was to be able to understand and rehabilitate the people, but the moment we started adding plot lines to porn, oh boy. The way we could get away with too many things just went so far left field. There was no hope in getting right field ever again. You are so gone. You are so gone. There's no way. There's no way of getting this train back on its tracks, because the moment we realized money could be made with this, there was no hope. There was no hope in actually being able to totally rehabilitate everyone who got into this soft porn era of anime. And it just got worse and worse, or better and better, depending on your perspective. Better and better for the sake of anime, ever since. Right? Anime was once the defense against the transition of pornography and brothels into a life of debauchery. Right? Anime was intended to be a rehab of sorts to steer you from the gateway access of small thing lead to big things, because anime was going to show you how morally and ethically wrong these things were, and yet somewhere along the lines they just got so good and so realistic with these drawings and the creativities to the animation, where it just kind of actually made those terrible things seem oddly arousing. And worse than that, financially profitable. And once arousal and profit came to be, it was the new brothel that further divided the men from the women, and now cemented the fact that there's this population control issue going around. Right? It was supposed to be a pornographic getaway from the gateways into hardcore sex crimes. But it turned into something more akin to a porn-addicted, traumatized, sexual, pent-up aggression that just made sex-related crimes all the more heinous than they were ever before. Right? Before, it just used to be Genghis Khan who did that kind of crime. Now it's all immigrant people who come to the nation. All Western immigrants into our Asian countries are lethal dangers, because anime has sexualized our entire populace. And one thing we hate more than our sexualized women in our traditionalist society is our overly sexualized women getting in bed with those black men of other Western societies. Utterly ridiculous and deplorable it is. How dare you get with a big burly black man, or the freaking Samaritan, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, blondie, yellow-headed bastards from across the ocean in the Eagle Nations. How dare you betray your motherland and give and sell off your slenderous, extended, long white legs to the... How dare you? How dare you mix blood with the pure Asian? I'm getting off topic. I truly digress. I was having too many laughters. But hey, that was the Week 45 Devil's Advocate. The whole reason behind the lewd nature of anime compared to the worldwide standards of animation and qualities and stuff is a whole cultural designed action taken by the Asian communities to try and counteract against pornography and pornographic careers, right? But by and large, the moment they realized making animes as a PSA, public service announcement to the public, the moment they realized we actually are good at art and it's very profitable, the idea of it being forever a PSA to steer people away or try to guide people from that, the moment profit got involved, all hope was lost for the saving and the rehabilitation of sex-frustrated individuals. And it delved into what it is now, which is the number one guiding reason and rationale of sexualizing an entire Asian community of people anywhere on the face of this planet. Most unfortunate. But hey, that's just me and the belief of the Devil's Advocate as per this Week 45 Devil's Advocate hot take. Alright, so go ahead and like the video if you like what I have to say, or at least how I said it. Comment down in the comment section down below your questions, thoughts, comments, and concerns down in that comment section down below. Share the video for more exposure, and subscribe if you feel like it. But always remember, peace, love, and happiness, and all the best of things to you. Goodbye.